Hey everybody, this is your Black Gaddy back at you once again with a new video. Now, a couple of days ago, on January 18th, 2025, there was a big gala to celebrate Trump's inauguration and Trump's presidency. It was put on by the crypto industry, and some of the guests who performed at this event were artists like Nelly, Rick Ross, Soulja Boy, and Snoop Dogg. Now, Snoop Dogg's performance at this event gathered a lot of negative press because a lot of people felt that Snoop Dogg, first of all, was being hypocritical by performing at this event after he had been critical of President Trump in the past, and also that he was turning his back on his community by supporting something that seemed to also endorse a president who has in the past has a long history of racist remarks and racist gestures toward the Black community. So the question here is Snoop Dogg a sellout? Now, before we look at Snoop Dogg's case specifically, we should take a short walk down memory lane and look at the relationship that Black people, including Black celebrities, have had with the Republican Party. And I'm referring to the current Republican Party, not the one that is of the Emancipation Proclamation. That's quite different from the Republican Party of today. For example, we know that athlete Jesse Owens, who of course had the historic 4 gold medals in the 1936 Olympics in Germany, he endorsed Dwight D. Eisenhower for president. It also surprised quite a few people when NFL running back and Hall of Famer Jim Brown supported Donald Trump in a way. Even though he was also an activist for Black causes, he said that he wanted to work with Trump to see how his administration could address some of the issues facing the Black community. Other Black athletes such as Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, Dennis Rodman, they have also endorsed, at least politically, Republican ideologies at one time or another. We also have Herschel Walker, who was quite buddy-buddy with Trump at one point as well. When it comes to Black entertainers in the realm of music, we can hark back to Sammy Davis Jr., who at one point endorsed John F. Kennedy for president, but then later on endorsed Richard Nixon for president, and this caused a big rift between him and the Black community. He later on in life said that he regretted this decision as it alienated him from the community that he wanted to support.
I never have dinner with the president. I never have dinner with the president. I never have dinner with the president.
We know that a lot of people were very shocked back in 1991 when NWA founder Eazy-E attended a Republican fundraiser hosted by George H.W. Bush. And over the years, we have seen a lot of Latin American entertainers and athletes supporting Republican candidates and their ideologies. People like Desi Arnaz, reggaetonero Nicki Jam, Alex Rodriguez, Sammy Sosa, Pitbull. We've seen them come out publicly at one time or another in support of these Republicans. What makes Snoop Dogg's participation in this type of event so egregious is that many of us remember that back in 2016, he was very vocal in his discontent with Donald Trump's win, saying that he would call out any Black people who supported him and that he referred to them as jigaboos and Uncle Toms. Well, times have changed apparently. So the question is, because of Snoop Dogg's participation in this event, does that make him, in his own words, a jigaboo and an Uncle Tom? Or does that make him a capitalist who saw a very lucrative opportunity and he took it? Now, Snoop Dogg is certainly not the first Black entertainer to find himself in a situation where he has to choose between money and morals. Now, the 4 decades of the Gaddafi regime were notable for many things, including gender-based violence and sexual abuse, corruption, extrajudicial killings and assassinations, oppression, and human rights violations. But the Gaddafis were also grand lovers of American music. And so they often hired American musicians to play at weddings and events. The authoritarian and corrupt government of Angola, which is also known for its human rights violations. They also love their pop music, and they apparently paid Nicki Minaj $2 million to perform at one of their events. Mariah Carey was also paid reportedly $1 million for 40 minutes of entertainment at one of their events. Russian oligarchs love to get their groove on, and whenever they have a wedding or some type of event, they have the money and the means to pay top dollar for entertainers to go and to perform in Russia. And some black artists such as Usher, again, Beyonce, Mariah Carey, again, and Snoop Dogg have been paid top dollar to perform at these parties of these Russian oligarchs who have very strong ties to President Putin. So Snoop Dogg's participation in this year's crypto ball would not have been the first time that he'd had to grapple with his values and morals in order to receive a big payday. So why was it such a problem for so many people in the United States? So is Snoop Dogg a sellout? Yes, he is. He is a sellout. And he's doing exactly what many other people would do in the same situation. He has decided that whatever morals he might have had towards the black community or towards the way this person treats the black community are not as important as the financial gain. Before he took on this event, I'm sure that his handlers reminded him that whatever backlash he gets is going to be temporary, that this is a short attention span type of society. And so the money that he's going to earn during this event will last a lot longer than the backlash he's going to receive for participating in it.
Stop, what do you command?
It's just good business.
So long, bye-bye, bye-bye. So long, bye-bye, bye-bye. So long.